As they sat down for the surrender, Grant did several remarkable things, and in many ways quite unprecedented. Firstly, he treated Grant and the defeated Southerners not as hated rebels, but as countrymen to be embraced. And one of the things he did was he allowed them to keep their sidearms. Another thing he did upon the plaintive treaties from Lee himself is he said, you can keep your horses because you'll need to be planting a little crop. And of course, if you're worried about guerrilla war, nothing could have been more crazy or daunting to do. But once more, what U.S. Grant was saying to Lee was, we may have defeated you, but we honor you. We have defeated you, but we revere you as brothers and countrymen again. And then imagine what takes place next. Eventually, the surrender documents are signed. Lee shakes hands with every man in that little McLean house in the sleepy little village of Appomattox, and then he walks out of the McLean house. And as he walks out of this McLean house, there are all of Grant's men lined up, watching, tense, waiting to see what will happen next. Lee walks down one step, then another step, then another step, and eventually he calls out in a hoarse voice, "Traveler, orderly, bring Traveler." He wanted his horse brought around. And as he mounts his horse Traveler, he lets out a loud, large, heavy sigh, just like that. And as he did that, everybody tensed to see what would happen next. And what would happen next would be one of the boldest strokes of the war. U.S. Grant would walk out, and in front of all his officers and all his men, he would salute Robert E. Lee, saying, we may have defeated you, but we are to become brothers again. And of course, in doing that, he would send out Lincoln's message of reconciliation into every corner of the Confederacy, which would be so crucial to eventually knit up this country and bind its wounds again.